Hello everyone, it's Andrea and welcome back to my channel. I have an artwork share for you today. I'm going to share 8 pages of layouts, that's 4 double layouts with you that I've made primarily using the Storybook products. I love this suite. It reminds me of the time period in which I grew up, Beatrix Potter, and everything that is kind of vintage. I just loved this collection, and at first glance it might come off as being Easter, but I've made 4 really different layouts for you. So let me show you the paper and where I got my inspiration before we jump into the artwork. So this is the Storybook paper collection, and I've displayed the backs and fronts for you. And it's kind of cool because one of the fronts or backs, whichever way you look at it, has these cut apart cards, these cutaway cards. I love this because it's kind of like having picture my life cards, but I like to use them as decorative accents. And here is the rest of the collection. So you can see it's got very vintagey feels to it. I just fell in love instantly with the way it looked, and this strawberry pattern just grabbed my heart right away. I don't know, maybe I had a dress or something like that when I was little. So I purchased the collection that had the set of stickers. So here I have an unopened set of stickers. And then it comes with 2 sheets of these punch out dies here. So you get a lot for your money in this collection. So that's 12 sheets plus the 2 punch away sheets and then the sticker sheets. Then I decided I needed some more paper as I was creating my layout. So I brought in this adorable set. It's called Timeless Plaid. And I'm just going to kind of flip through it so you can see. And you can see that very many of these really go with this collection. And I was struck with this collection too, because outside of the pinks and the strawberry, a lot of it was very neutral, didn't have a ton of pink, which was kind of fun if you've got boys. So if you have Easter or outside photos for boys, this is going to work really well. I did go with the pink for the strawberries, however. So yeah, I brought in this Timeless Plaid collection. I just thought that that was just the perfect little complement. And there's a little pink too. You can see it goes really well with it, the pink and the strawberries. Then I brought in my Storybook Friends dies. So this is the stamp set with the dies that I have here. Let me just pull this out. So here's the stamps, and then here are the dies. And the dies you might have seen me, I will link it down below, but in my cake bake shop video, I used the frames in a very similar manner that I'm going to use in my workshop here. I just think they're so elegant when they get punched out of gold, and that's what I decided to keep going with. You know, if you saw that one layout, you know how much I love it. I decided to use these again, and they're meant to go with this paper collection. I mean, look at this one, goes right here with the green. It's just a perfect match. So it was natural to use these. So I also brought in, like I said, some gold foil sheets. So you want to look at the actual layouts. Let me clean all this up, and I'm going to bring in the layouts, and we'll walk through the layouts one by one. Since that strawberry paper spoke to me first, I had to create with it. That was the very first thing that I needed to do when I saw this paper package, was make something with this strawberry paper. So I've designed this layout that I think is perfect for summer and spring. It could be used for birthdays, just general, you know, celebrations, just everyday life. It's so pretty. And the title Sweet lends itself really well. So I'm going to pick this up, and you're going to get a sneak peek of the other layout below, but look at this. I just love those foil accents. So when I cut these out of the dies, I also save the insides to those. So I wanted just to make note of that. So I am offering this guide. You can purchase it. I'll put the link down below in this video's description, and it'll show you how to cut the paper for all 8 of these pages that you have here. Again, I used another one of the frames right here, and I've just tucked that in behind and use some foam tape to pop up the strawberries. So I didn't have to stamp here. All I did was die cut and cut paper. It was perfect. You might notice that we have the little tiny cut aparts or cutaway papers right here that I split one of the cards in 2, and they just make a perfect little accent. I just think this one is so sweet and feminine. There's no getting around the feminine part of this. So I just embraced it. I just love it. I love the entire way that this came together. And now the second layout that I created, I went with the traditional little Beatrix Potter bunny kind of arrangements. And I created little vignettes across the layout, very easy paper cuts. And again, you can see I brought in some of the plaid. that is kind of lining along here. And I use the stickers. I just think that these little vignettes that we created are just so darling. And this is the perfect, it could be an Easter layout, but it could be for a baby. It could be for a little child, anything. You could really use this for anything. But this one has some coral, which is kind of orangey. It's not pink. So it is perfect for scrapbook pages with just boys, but you could always put your girls on here as well. Just so darling. Aren't these little vignettes that we've created so adorable? Just simply by layering stickers. And we've got a lot of photo mats on each of these layouts, you'll notice. I just love this soft blue back here. I called it subtle blue. It's just such a pretty pattern, and it's just so calming to your eyes. When you have a busy paper pack like we have here in Storybook, it's important that when I design, it's important to me that we have some places for my eyes or your eyes to rest. And I found that a lot of people were using the colored cardstock for the bases, and it just became too much. So I wanted your eyes to have a resting place. So you'll notice that most of these are built, well, they're all built on white bases. We're going to get a little busier with the next one, but I do like that we have some white here and just use the colored cardstock right here, the Calypso Coral, to frame our photos. And all 4 of the sets of photo mats are made out of the coordinating cardstock pack for Storybook. Although if you wanted to just get one color and run it throughout, you could do that as well. Now this one, I told you, it gets a little bit busier, but I still think it's okay. You don't see a lot of white to rest your eyes, but the reason I feel it's all right is because we're using a subtle blue paper here and the subtle gold back here. I just think that that works really well. And then we've got the Cottage paper. Now this could be used for spring. Obviously I used the sticker that says spring. You could change this out if you wanted, but this would work still really well for an Easter layout, or just about any other little tiny layout that you could think of that, you know, that would work with houses if you left off the spring. But I just think it's adorable for spring, for a baby, for Easter. And again, you'll see that I've done the repeating little die cuts, and that carries through all of the layouts. And I think that's what makes this workshop so special. These are all a little bit different, but they have the same repeating elements, which kind of ties them together. And again, we just have the little vignettes that I've created and anchoring each of them with the little frames. I just think it's so sweet and so special. And you can see touches of plaid in here too. And back behind here, I've used the plaid paper. I just think it's really cute the way that it came together. And our last 2 pages. This one is really more of a gardening kind of theme, but you could use it for any summer pages. And again, you could even use it for childhood or babies. I went ahead and put the sticker, Sunshine and Warm Days, as my title, and I built up the little clusters. And what I did differently this time is I have used the gold paper I've embossed it, and you could use any embossing folder that you have. This was one of my new ones that's currently out of stock, unfortunately. But any embossing, these are the little insides to the bigger cutouts. Now this one, I'm showing you the more mirror type, I call it, but you know, there's a square one, and that's what I use to create these little pieces. Right here and right here, and here's the oval that was cut from one of the other dies as well. So let me pick that up and show you that little cluster there. So between the paper and the plaids and the stickers and then those little accents of gold, I just feel like this is an elevated layout. But it's really easy to create. Just some foam tape is all that you need, and adhesive. Again, we haven't stamped. I left the little critters off. I didn't stamp on purpose. No Cricut cuts. This is just straightforward cutting your paper and cutting out the dies and layering everything up. So if you're interested in being able to make these for yourself, like I said, I will have the link to purchase the guide down below, and I'll give you some details too. If you don't want to purchase the guide itself, you can also purchase some products instead, and I will send you the guide as a thank you. But aren't they just darling? I don't know which one I like the best, honestly. They're all so gorgeous that I don't know. It's hard to pick just one. So I hope that you're as excited about this workshop as I am. It's just really fun, and I hope that it makes sense how I've broken down the colors. I've tried not to throw every color at you and every layout. I've tried, like I said, to give you some place for your eyes to rest in these, but to give you some really interesting backgrounds using the papers and the stickers and the plaids and the dies. So if you've not gotten those dies yet, or you've not gotten the paper, get your hands on them, because this paper collection truly is so sweet. So thanks for popping by on this quick little artwork show and tell, and I hope you've enjoyed your time here at my channel. Consider becoming one of my subscribers so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching and have a creative day.